Welcome to another episode of Inside the Box with CJT Creations. So glad that you joined me again to listen to me ramble about life and a bunch of stuff. Today we have a pretty awesome episode for you. It's been a crazy week, to say the very least. We lost an icon, a legend, and we're going to do a little Kobe tribute, so stay tuned, and here we go. Let's do it. Kobe Bryant, what a star he was to the world, not just basketball, but for humanity. He was a true icon. He achieved so much. He's done so much. He's influenced so many people, and just kind of sitting back and seeing what, how he's influenced everyone else and how everyone's been affected by him, by just, getting chances to meet him and talk to him, and how he's just been so influential to so many people. I think that's like a true, major thing. When you have someone who can touch the hearts of so many people, that's like a super amazing thing. So, I just wanted to talk about his life and some of the things he was able to accomplish in 41 years. Was truly amazing. He was a 5-time NBA champion. He's won, that's why I want people call him the GOAT, because he was able to get it done, to win championships for his team. He was ultimate team player. Even though the mantra about Kobe is he always shoot, he didn't care about passing. But no, he was a great team player. He was a 17-time NBA All-Star, which I believe was 17 consecutive times. That's super incredible. 17 years straight. Excellence. That's amazing. He won the 1997 Slam Dunk competition, which means super athletic. This, I believe, was back when he was still wearing number 8, the Afro Kobe, like people like to say it. He scored 81 points in a single game against the Toronto Raptors, which is still, I believe, is the second most points scored in a game behind Wilt Chamberlain, who scored 100. 12-time All-Defensive Player. He gets it done on both sides. He was a 2-time NBA Finals MVP, 2-time Olympic gold medalist. That's a crazy basketball career for something where you started off as playing the sport of basketball that you love, and you took that and you ran with it and became more. But Kobe was just more than basketball. He promoted, a mentality called the Mamba mentality. And the Mamba mentality is what a lot of athletes kind of live by because of, his mantra that he started. And I'm going to read it off here because I pulled it up, some quotes that he said about the Mamba mentality for you. It says, Mamba mentality is all about focus on the process and trusting in the hard work when it matters the most. It's the ultimate mantra for the competitive spirit. It started just as a hashtag that came to me one day, and it grown into something athletes and non-athletes embrace as a mindset. Hard work outweighs talent every time. Mamba mentality is about 4 a.m. workouts, doing the more than the next guy, and then trusting in the work you put in when it's time to perform. Without study and preparation and practice, you're leaving the outcome to fate. I don't do fate. So just let's break that down. The Mamba mentality is about what are you going to do to be the best? And that thing you do is you work hard at your craft. You work hard at what you want to do and things that you love. So whether, you want to be able to provide for your family, you're going to work as hard as you possibly can so that ways that when it's dinner time and your kids need to eat or you're hungry, you have money, you have food to put on the table for your kids because of that hard work you did. And that's something that Kobe Bryant was known for doing, being in the gym hours before his teammates done, being able to work out, get his shots up before 7 o'clock to where then once 7 o'clock hits, his kids start waking up, he can go home, spend breakfast with his family, take his kids to school, and then go off to work, to do more work that he has to do. And it was about that hard work, outweighing talent. If you could be a very talented person, you can know every trick in the book just because, raw gifted talent, God-given talent. But if you're not willing to work hard, that talent goes to waste. Versus someone who isn't as talented, but understands that I have to make up for these, deficiencies. So I work harder. So that way I can be better. I can be great. It's about your work ethic. It's about how you look at work. Do you feel it as a chore or do you feel it as an opportunity to get better? And I think that's something that always I live by working harder than the next person and constantly grinding, especially for something that you truly love. It doesn't matter, how much work you put in. Is about, getting that 10,000 hours towards your craft to become a virtuoso. And that was something, when I was in high school, it's always something like hard work, and just once I fall in love with something, I just give it everything I got. And that was when it comes to football, I worked out 2 times a day when I was, a freshman. Once I started, getting the idea of how to work out and how to figure out what I got to do to become a starting football player on varsity. So I would work out with the team at school. But then once my older brother, who was in college at the time, who knew college workouts, who played college football at Newberry College, I went work out with him to get even better because he knew more stuff to get me advanced, to push me along even further. So I worked out again. And which is kind of funny now I think about it, is that I never was tired after those workouts, in terms of just what, if you work out one time, it's I'm sore, I don't want to work out again. But literally within, at least I guess I was 12 or 13 years old, that I had no fatigue. I guess, you start to appreciate when you were young, you can just do a lot and whatever, really. So that was really awesome. I had, pushed myself to get stronger, put weight on so I can be able to compete at the level, in varsity. And I just worked, I just constantly kept working out. I did, college workouts at the time and just really wanted to be better than everyone expected me to be. And then doing cardio, which was, not my favorite thing, and it still isn't my favorite thing to this day. But I understand that in order for me to get better and to live a better life, I have to be better at cardio. I have to do things that I don't like sometimes, including leg day, just to get the end result that I want. And you have to do that every single day. It's tough, but anything that you want in life shouldn't be easy, You wouldn't want to just get everything handed to you. And I've worked for so many things in my life, and I appreciate everything when it happened at the time it happened, because, you know, my plan is, you know, unique to me, and I just gotta, you know, keep working to lay that groundwork for, you know, my next blessing or my next, you know, whatever that comes along in my life, you know. So, you know, that's something, you know, I believe Kobe's legacy will always remain in so many people, is his mentality, how he attacked the day, and how many people can actually benefit from. And it's not even just from like sports. Like, you know, you can push this, put this mentality to your everyday lifestyle and everything that you do, just working in, you know, in life. Like, you know, always knowing that you have to work harder in order to get what you want, to get that raise, to get that promotion at work. You know, you always got to put that work in, because nothing in life is going to be easy, and nothing in life is going to be for free. So, but one also thing I want to say is Kobe Bryant had another phase of life that he was working on. I don't know if you guys know this, but Kobe Bryant won the Oscar for an animated short film called Dear Basketball. And which is, when I found this out, I thought that was like truly amazing, that he's dipping his toe in other aspects of life and is trying to, you know, I guess, just grow, you know, in his second phase of life post basketball. He has a studio called Granity Studios, I believe that's how it's pronounced. And when you go on the website, he has different subheadings that he had books out, podcasts, TV, and films that he was working on. And they were, you know, basically about kind of sports and kind of bringing these stories to light. When you go to the About Us page, he talks about how he wanted to create new ways to tell stories around sports, stories that are crafted to entertain by bringing education and inspiration together. They said, we partner with award-winning writers, producers, and illustrators to awaken the imagination of young athletes and foster emotional and mental development that allows them to reach their full potential. I mean, that's truly amazing. He wanted to continue to help the youth, continue to you know, help the younger generation along and progress through other forms of media other than just sports, because life is bigger than sports, you know? So I think that's something that's going to be forever his legacy, and something we can never forget, all the ways he's affected humanity. And, you know, we truly do love you, Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. Okay. All right. So, can someone please explain to me why people still drive Hummers in 2020? Because I really don't understand. These cars are terrible on gas, not good for the environment, ugly. I mean, I just don't get any reason why anyone drives a Hummer. And I've seen so many Hummers in my town that I live in, and I get it. They used to be a huge fad back in like 2011, 2010. They used to be all the rage. These big monstrosities. You can just drive, you know, on all terrains or whatever. But yeah, you know, you drive down the street, oh crap, I gotta go fill up again. Like, you literally get no, you know, gas mileage whatsoever on these things. They're just, you know, they're weird cars. And I'm really confused why people still drive these things in this year. Like, I don't know, it just really blows my mind. Like, those are definitely one of the cars that I really can't stand, are Hummers, because it's just like, why? Like, there's no need to drive this car. Just get a pickup truck, or get you a Jeep, or get you anything else but a Hummer. I don't think they make Hummers anymore, but yet people still drive them. Maybe it's like Oh well, yeah, I still drive a Hummer to this day because of it's gone out of fashion or whatever people want to say. I'm still on these, or it's like maybe driving a Pontiac nowadays. Still, they don't make them anymore. But yeah, I'm still making cool. But even with Pontiacs were pretty cool back in the day. They had really good get up. My brother drives one. He drove one. He drove the wheels off that thing. My mom had one, and they were fast. I mean, they had some get up on those things. They were pretty good cars. It's a shame that they stopped making them. But Hummers, it's not a shame they stopped making them. There's a reason they stopped making Hummers. Actually, you know what? Let me do some quick research. I need to find out if they still make Hummers today, because let's see. What? Wait, no, this is not right. Hold on. Well, maybe else. Hummer H1 is making a comeback thanks to former GM executive. Wow. Hold on. The H3 and HUT is the last two Hummer models still being made. They're produced at GM's Louisiana factory. The factory which makes the Canyon and Chevrolet Colorado pickups will stay open. Well, this is back in 2010, so that's an old article. Look at this. It says, could GM bring back Hummer as an electric SUV brand? That would be very interesting. Sheesh. That's wild. That is insane. But anyways, I don't know why people still want to drive a Hummer. All right, let me look at the Hummer. Let's see. What was it? It's like Hummer H3 or something like that. H1. All right, H3. Let's look at MPG. MPG in the city, 14 miles an hour, 14 miles per gallon. In the highways, 18. Jesus. 18 miles. Can't get nowhere. That's insane. Anyways, that's just freaking insane. But tell me, what cars were you guys not big fans of? There's two cars that I'm really not big keen of. Is one are Mini Coopers. I hate Mini Coopers and people who drive Mini Coopers. I don't say I hate the people who drive Mini Coopers, but I hate Mini Coopers. Well, yeah, the people who drive Mini Coopers are just a different breed of people, and I just hate those cars and how they drive. I guess I hate how they drive those cars because they swear they can just go 100 miles an hour in the 35 easily and be just like thinking it's like Fast and Furious. Like, it's insane how some of those people drive these Mini Coopers out here. But that and the Hummers I'm just not a fan of. And they're just big, ugly stains on existence, if I had to say. But, yeah, that's all I got for that. Stay tuned for this dramatic scene. People say that I'm dramatic. I don't think so. But I thought, what if I use my dramatic side? I can show people that, maybe I could be an actor. Not even just an actor, a star. So, you know what? I'm going to find a script and I'm going to read one page. Let's do it. Let's see. Here we go. Calvin blocks his friends from walking in. Calvin, I want to lay some ground rules first. Jay, The hell you talking about? Dutch. He's embarrassed by us. He wants us to behave. That's why he wasn't going to bring us. Calvin. Yeah, I'm embarrassed by you. Need I remind you guys I'm trying to make a good impression here? Jay. What have you ever done to impress you? No mooning people, no matter how much they deserve it. Jay. Fine. Calvin. No discussing robot sex. Wiley drops his head like a guilty child. And obviously no throwing up in the middle of the room. Do you understand me? Dutch looks at Jay and Willie. I have never done that. Where would you get something like that? Sure, fine, yeah, no vomiting, alright. And scene. Thank you guys. Tell me what you guys think of my acting chops as I switch from 3 different voices for these 3 different characters. Tell me if you like this. We'll probably do this again, and we'll see if I can get better at my acting chops. But thank you guys so much for joining in another episode of Inside the Box with CJT. It's been a crazy week, and I'm just so glad you spent some time listening to me. And next week we have a big show. We'll have something very special. We'll have a Valentine's Day special because next week we'll be gearing up for Valentine's Day, and we got some pretty cool skits coming along for you guys. So stay tuned, and I'll see you next week.